Hello, academic stars around the world. Welcome back to Caltex Academy. In case you're new, my name is Julius and thank you for joining us today. At Caltex Academy, we bring for you different topics in mathematics that suit international standard. So whenever you are around the world, you are catered for at Caltex Academy. So let's dive into a video and take a look at these 4 different simple equations. First one, we have v square equals to u square minus 2ax. For students who do physics, then you must know exactly which equation this one is. This is equation of motion and it's the third equation, and we're making this x as the subject. So let's move on and start doing our solution here. So we're gonna copy our question down here, and we have our v square equals u square minus 2ax. So firstly, we need to eliminate this term out, and since we're going to look at x as the subject, then we want to make this positive. So by making that, we need to take this term to the left hand side, then we'll be left with this term and join our v to the right hand side. So let's implement that, and we have our 2ax equals u has not gone anywhere, so we're gonna copy it here. Then we join v on this side here, and we have that. So after, we need to remove this 2a by dividing through. So before we divide through, we need to rewrite our question to have an extra step where we're gonna make our division. So we have our u square minus v square. Then we're going to divide both sides of this expression by 2a. Also, this side here is 2a. Now we know that our 2a from the left-hand side cancels. So if it cancels, we're left with only x. So we're going to copy our x here. And on this side, you can either decide to have 2 terms here by distributing our denominator 2x to the first term and second term, that is v square and v square. But for me, I prefer one general term just like here, meaning we just simply copy what we have here as u square minus v square over 2a. Finally, we have made x to stand alone, so it is the subject of u, v, and a. So if you enjoy this kind of questions, always subscribe to Caltex Academy and it will come your way anytime, any day. So let's move on to part B of the question. And for part B, we have n equals to n into k square minus x square. And remember, we're making x the subject. Since we're making x the subject and it is inside this bracket, it means we first need to open up this bracket, and we have our n equals n times k square. We get n k square. Then n times negative x square, we also get negative n x square. And since we've also separated this and is containing negative, then we have to take it to the left hand side. We have n x square equals, here we have n k square. We join n to the right hand side, changing to negative n. Now this time, since we have already made x n square to one side, so we're going to recopy the whole thing and divide both sides by n. Let's go ahead and do that, and we have nx square equals our n k square minus n. Then we're going to divide this by n. I want to make this n in each individual term. So from here, our n cancels off. This one also cancels away, and we're left with only x square equals, here we're left with k square, and this we have this fractional m and n expression. Now our major aim is to get only x not square. Therefore, we have here a square root of x square and also here a square root of these two terms. So this square root from the left hand side cancels with the square here, and we are only left with our x equals. Now this time we just need to copy everything here, and we have k square minus m over n, and with the square root sign here. So that becomes the answer for our question here. Therefore, we are done with two numbers. If you have not yet subscribed up to this point, go ahead and do that as we move to question number C. Yes, for question number C, we have this expression here that is a simple harmonic motion. For the physics learners, you must know that. Now, our main interest is to get this x, the subject. So, firstly, we also need to copy down here in order for us to implement the step of removing out this square root sign, that is the square root of x over g. And for us to remove that, we need some bracket here for this term, and also from the left hand side we simply have one term. Now we're gonna square this side and also square this side. So doing that, the square of course will remain like that. So we have equals, so squaring this term we have 4 pi, and this square remove the square root, therefore we have here term is x over g. Now our main interest is to make this x alone, so we have to remove this g out by multiplying both sides by g. So while doing that, we know that our g here will simply cancel. And after that, we have to recopy the remaining terms, and we have g t squared equals, so this becomes 4 pi x, because g has gone and we need only x. So before I divide both sides through by 4 pi, I need to make this x to the left hand side. So let me just swap, and I have 4 pi x equals gt squared. Now after that, I can comfortably divide both sides of this expression by 4 pi, and the left hand side of this expression cancels out 4 pi. Therefore, we are only left here with x equals gt squared all over 4 pi, and that becomes the expression for our third part of this question. We have just simply made our x the subject of this expression. Now let's go ahead and do the last one, and that is part D. Yeah, for part D of the question, we have h equal to 4a plus square root of 3x. So we're going to take 4a to the left hand side. Therefore, let's have here our h minus 4a, and this is equals to square root of 3x. Then we're gonna remove this out by squaring. So let's copy, and we have h minus 4a equals square root of 3x. So now let's square both sides, and we can use a bracket here for the square, and also this side we square. After that, we know that this square root sign will go with the square here, and we are left with h squared. So let's maintain our bracket there, and we have h minus 4a squared equals 3x. I also want to swap the left hand side to the right hand side, and we have 3x equals, so since we have only one bracket, then we just write our parenthesis type of bracket here, and we have h minus 4a squared. Therefore, we can now divide both sides by 3, because we are interested in getting only x. Our 3 cancels off, and we are left with x equals h minus 4a squared, and this is divided by 3. So this becomes our last expression as the answer for part D of our question. If you have watched up to this time, thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe. See you in our next upcoming video. Peace out.